Stephen Strange.
Yeah? I got a PhD. Does that make me
Doctor
Strange?
We didn't plan
No,
that.
that was 100% ad-lib. I like to start off with a noise to get us going, but no, that was perfect. If you didn't guess it, Mark, this is Billy, and we're doing Doctor Strange, Marvel's new awesome
Came out
movie.
today.
Came out today. We went and saw it. I'm surprised I hadn't seen it. If you follow us a lot, you realize we haven't done a lot of videos
Who
recently.
follows us a lot?
2 people. I
Cool.
know, two
YouTube people.
YouTube people.
Awesome.
They're super
Big
awesome.
fans.
I like them a lot.
Our job sucks.
We
so
talk about it because I know them in
follow us through
person.
this, it's better.
They're not actual fans, but anyways, it's not like they found
That's
us on
okay. I
YouTube.
love you anyway.
Yeah. Anyways, so well, I don't hang out with them just for that, but I do hang out with them. But anyways, yeah, we haven't done one for a while. We've been really busy, so we got to. We're not gonna miss Doctor Strange.
No.
So we have to do it. So. Billy's gonna give you a little bit of a synopsis about the movie, and honestly, don't spoil the ending, but everything else is a comic book. We know the origins already. And then after that, we're going to do our positives, and then our probably a little brief negatives. We're probably gonna find something, and then
Well, I got negatives for you.
I got a few. But yeah, and then we're gonna give you a rating between 0 and 10.
This is gonna be a 30-minute video.
Do it.
So, Doctor Strange, Stephen Strange, surgeon, awesome, doing his thing, gets in an accident. Oh no, my hands are broken. I gotta figure out a way to get my hands. Medical procedure. Nothing's working. I'm still shaky. I can never be a surgeon again. I'll spend my last few dollars getting to this place where these people can do spiritual healing, and this guy I heard about was able to walk after he was paralyzed from the waist down.
You're getting a little
And he
too
gets- Okay. he finds this like whole subculture of like sorcerers and becomes a sorcerer.
To figure out how to get his hands
Yeah,
right.
and then a big bad comes
So
up.
he was a
and comes-
neurosurgeon, and that's why he's Doctor Strange. And his
Yeah.
last name's actually Strange.
Yeah.
So he was actually Doctor Strange before he became Doctor Strange,
Yeah.
which is the worst, like, alter ego name ever, of literally choosing your name.
I don't know, Millie the Model's pretty bad.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Peter Parker.
Yeah, but I'm saying at least Peter Parker didn't go out as Peter Parker. Doctor Strange goes out as Doctor Strange.
Isn't Billy Blake? Isn't that Thor?
No, Donald Blake.
Donald
Close. Billy Batson, Shazam.
Yeah.
Anyways, thank you. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to start off our positives with saying we're going to have negatives, but I want to state we don't need to tell you this is a good movie. It's Marvel. Marvel is, their worst movies are good movies. They're not strong ones. People still like them.
Iron Man 2.
Iron Man 2 is not bad.
Yeah.
It's not good.
I hate it.
Alright, I won't call it bad, but anyways, I can watch it and still be enjoyed, but I'm weird. I still can enjoy it. I don't like all of it,
I
but you
think
get me a
Iron
little
Man
bit.
2 and Thor 2 are the weakest. Of
They're the weakest, and I 100% agree with you. But they're not horrible films.
I'd give them less than 5.
Yeah, I'd probably give them less than 5, but I'd give them more than DC's best movies right now. I'm sorry, but I will.
Do you mean they're newer movies?
Yeah, no, not DC's best movies, no, but DC's universe. But anyways, what I'm getting at is, if you're wondering if this movie's good, it's good, bye, see you later, click. Now on to positives, actual positives. Let's start with the fucking visuals. This is one of the best looking
Before we get
movies.
into that, I want to cut you off real quick. Before we talk about the visuals, I want to talk about why we have the visuals. The battle system for this movie.
Oh my god!
I am a freak for battle systems. Have you ever heard of an anime called Attack on Titan?
Yes.
Amazing battle system. They got the fucking whoosh whoosh and that slice. That type of shit. When you come up with a new way to do battle, you come up with a new type of conflict, a new way to present the battle.
Yes.
And new techniques that match, and you can't think of a way that's compatible that could beat it. Like,
How-
you can't
and also-
shoot a gun at that.
It took me a while to figure out how they were even doing this.
Right.
Like, how many different green screens are you being floated over
And how
right
much of this
now?
is 100% CGI, and how much of it is a
And
mix.
a lot of it looks super practical,
Right.
like how they filmed Inception, where they actually have fruit exploding. Some of it
Right.
looked like that.
And one thing, it did have the whole rotating rooms thing, like in Inception.
But
and
it
in
takes it
couple
to a
other movies.
whole new level.
It really does.
Now, I got 2 parts of visuals, but now that we're talking about special effects is what we immediately went to. There's a fight scene in the middle of traffic that's being slowly reversed. What the fuck? What in the fucking...
and it's also traveling interdimensionally.
Yeah, and as other things are moving around, they're having a fight scene as cars move backwards and people in the background are moving backwards and explosions are being reversed. And guess what? You've seen so much at that point, it doesn't even look weird.
Yeah,
like,
and it's not messy.
It.
It's not messy. Your brain can translate it after a
while.
while.
Like
it's just like in the trailers where they're fighting inside of a kaleidoscope. It's like that, but you can process it.
Yes. Now, when I first saw the trailers, I thought they were. You see the buildings that are like sandwiched, and they're looking over all these like New Yorks that are in kaleidoscopes. And I was like, that's a really beautiful shot. I never thought for a million years I'll be seeing them fighting in that. Right. I didn't think I'd see action in that. Now, on to visuals, the camera work and cinematography, I'll tell you a little bit, and I really loved it. I'm sorry. I've been looking a lot at shots recently, just second shots. What did we see for the first 60 seconds of the movie? What was the first 60 seconds? Every single shot had his hands. It opened on his hands, him washing his hands, his putting his gloves on, him being a surgeon.
It started with Caecilius stealing the book.
Oh, okay, sorry, but
the exposition.
You see the bad guy, but yeah, after that, I totally forgot about that. But when the actual the first time you see Stephen Strange, you don't see his face. You see his hands, and we're immediately supposed to think about his hands.
Right.
Because they're the MacGuffin. They're the most important part of the story. It's why he has to do what he has to do. As soon as I'm like, why are we still looking at his hands? I was like, because it's Doctor Strange. Of course, I already know what's going on because I'm a giant nerd, but I thought that was such a beautiful way to start the movie, and you wouldn't even notice it. It just immediately gets us in the back of our mind already thinking about this surgeon's hands. It's kind of genius in a movie that has no business being genius. Like, this movie has no business being as smart as it is. It's a comic book movie. Just be fun and flashy. There should be that kind of camera movement. And something... I'll come up with the director's name in a second, but it's Scott Derrickson. Scott Derrickson had a horror background, and I did not think he had this in him, and I'm going to bring up the horror background.
He was a sex worker.
He was an actual sex worker, Scott Derrickson?
He had a horror background?
No, horror background.
Horror.
No, well, I have a horror background, but no, he had a horror background. Sorry, I'm talking too fast. I skipped all the R's in the middle. You say something, I've been jabbing.
Sound design. Pow!
Boom!
Great sound design for this movie. I actually turned to him at one point. I was like, "You've been listening to sound design?"
Well,
because we were in a standard Dolby Atmos theater. We weren't in anything fancy.
We weren't even in the ultra screen.
No.
We were watching this the worst way to watch something like this. I kind of really wish we watched this.
But even on a standard theater,
it was gorgeous.
We could hear the layers. There were nice variation in where the sounds were coming from. You had your deep basses and your trebles. And you had your lower range sound effects, your higher frequencies,
down to the clock ticking.
Yes,
that scene. Yeah, that's when I first noticed the sound.
Dope.
Is because you don't notice it right away, and he calls for silence. And this is in the beginning, and he's doing surgeon, and then finally he goes, "Can you cover your watch?"
Yeah,
and I was like, I totally hear ticking right now, and I didn't even notice I heard it. And then the guy covered it, and then you stop hearing it, and then you hear the complete silence. That's good sound design.
There was one thing I think they could have done better, and I probably could say this for negatives, but I just want to bring it up now. There's a couple moments where time just slowed down or stopped, and the sound effects peripheral to that were a bit odd. It was my favorite. It was very stereotypical of time travel movies.
They set themselves up, and they could have probably done the slowing reverse music like what Inception would have done. Yeah. But I mean, if we wanted a 10 out of a 10, they should have done that.
Right.
Yeah. But I mean, still good.
Yeah, no, even that wasn't bad. It's just something personally, I think that you were on such a great roll.
Yeah, they missed an opportunity to take that next step. They could have gone from the best piano player to the best piano player in the world.
Symbolic use in this movie. The different symbols
everywhere
that they designed. The forehead symbol.
No, not symbolic as in
spells.
This means this, but he means symbiology, actual symbols.
Actual designs. Symbols that mean things.
The runes that this is full of magic if you haven't got
Other
the
than the
runes
basketball, which you will understand when you see it. There's a basketball.
Yeah, that was one bad design symbol out of 1,000 symbols.
All the spells and those types of things, the Celtic runes
and they're
that they use.
floating in air around them.
Freaking cool.
so cool. It's so
Yeah.
cool.
There's a lot of the special powers in the symbols and stuff too. But like I like the whole like I've got a sword thing.
Yeah.
It's very Tenchi Muyo if you ever watched that
Mhm.
anime.
Yeah.
I always wanted them to use that in a movie, and they finally did, and it made me so happy.
What I really liked, and this is still back on visuals, but just design of the good guys are using symbols as shields, and then all of a sudden they flip it into like a half of a kind of like a half of a saw blade.
Yeah.
But you realize it's not the symbol they were just using as a shield. It's a brand new, completely designed spell.
Did you notice the ancient
It's
one in
so
her fan?
cool. Yeah. Oh, the actual fans?
No.
Oh, okay.
The power fan.
Oh, yeah.
Because
that's
like
cool as crap.
for a lot of the beginning of the movie, she's holding a fan and like fiddling with it,
And-
and then at one point during the climactic battle, she's got like a power fan.
Yeah.
And it
like,
was so neat.
this cool
Loved
spell
it.
plant
Loved
fan.
it.
Now I think the reason we usually start with performances right away, but
Yeah.
it's because honestly, this is one of the best looking movies I've probably seen all year. Honestly, it's pretty up there.
I'd say it's the best visually I've seen since Mad Max Fury Road.
Well, I'm up there. Deadpool almost beat it, but this went further with Deadpool. If Deadpool would have went further, because it definitely isn't an ugly movie. Deadpool's gorgeous too, but this went those extra miles. I mean, it's not as good as Mad Max Fury Road, but this is the first time I've been blown away by visuals since I went and saw Mad Max.
Yes.
Mad Max is a different level because it's 90% freaking practical,
Yeah.
and it's filmed in the desert over like 8-9 months and no water. But anyways, but yeah, very beautiful movie. Let's get into the performances, and this is when we kind of teeter from negative and positive because I don't know what he feels. I'm just gonna ask him. Benedict Cumberbatch, how was he?
He was good.
I had a little bit of problems with his accent
That's what I was gonna say.
because he is one of the most gorgeous voices in the world, and he can do other accents, but he doesn't sound like a normal English speaking person.
I would say he was satisfactory.
He was satisfactory. I mean, the guy who plays House, he was better than his English accent, but
Yeah, Hugh Laurie.
yeah, Hugh Laurie. He's an amazing actor, but
he was
British
way
accent.
better than Andrew Garfield.
Oh, terrible!
God,
That's the
accent.
worst part of a great movie, great David Fincher movie, is the accent. It takes me out of these amazing scenes. Okay, it's a way different tangent. But yeah, besides that, he still I couldn't think, just like how Robert Downey Jr. became Iron Man. I can't think of any other actor ever being Strange. Like he so owned this part. And yeah, and that was him. Let's throw in Matt Mikkelsen is a Marvel villain, so he has about 3 things to do, and they don't give him anything, and he's kind of
no
tossed into that.
exposition.
No exposition. He's tossed into that. Does he work well with that? There's a scene between them that I think he did as well as he could. I don't think Matt Mikkelsen's
What's
an
the
idiot.
actor? Christopher Lambert? Is that his name?
Lambert.
Yeah,
whatever.
reminded me so much of Christopher Lambert.
Really?
Yeah, like to a T.
Good Lambert or bad Lambert? Like Mortal Kombat Lambert or like Highlander Lambert?
Like Highlander.
Okay, good. It's like, is it the I don't think so Lambert or like the good one?
You talking about Raiden?
Yeah, like Raiden Lambert or Highlander, because
Yeah.
those are 2 completely different actors, but the same person. And then, not a negative, she's a positive, but Rachel McAdams is good, but they didn't do anything with her, and it's almost
I
sad.
agree with that.
Then bring it up. Then you're allowed to bring it up. I thought she was fine. I like Rachel McAdams, and I thought she was good, but I felt like if they wanted to, she could have been a better character.
Okay.
Not quite Potts, but definitely.
I do agree with you to
Up
a
there.
point.
Okay.
I think they made her a really great part of the story at the beginning,
Yeah.
and then
They shoehorned her back
after
in
the first 30 minutes, then
It's like they had to find a reason
then
to
she's
bring
a
her in.
prop after.
Yeah. But she wasn't bad. Just the character? Okay. Are we good with positives?
Tilda Swinton, I liked her a lot.
Oh, Tilda Swinton.
Sold
you're
the
get-
shit out of that Celtic part.
I was so mad as everyone. I'm not a social justice guy, but you have amazing, actual Asian actors. There are amazing ones out there, and you go for one of the whitest females ever. But as soon as she started acting, and as soon as she kicked its butt, and as soon as they said, no, she's not some Asian old lady, she's a Celtic person, they do change the background, I immediately let all that go, and she just owns the screen.
ancient Celtic mystics are a thing. So.
Yeah, no, they're definitely a thing. But, I mean, the ancient one in the comics wasn't, but
Right.
still. But I don't care. When she's on screen, you're paying attention to her. She's good. Like, it's good as Tilda Swinton. You can't see me squirting. Skull! All right, we're ready on 15 minutes. This is going to be one of our longest reviews ever. Negatives! Unless you got more.
Negatives. In general, the plot was very run of the mill.
Complete.
It's a popcorn superhero movie.
It's Ant-Man, it's Iron Man, it's
here's the
Thor.
origin story. Here's the conflict.
Here's a bad guy with
Here's-
the exact same
Here's
powers.
how he comes up with a unique way to use his powers that nobody else thought to do, and he saves the day.
And
It's very, very run of the mill.
also, I was so excited them bringing in the big bad. I'm not going to say his name. I turned to him. I was
Yeah.
like, yes!
Yeah.
Wasted him!
And-
He's honestly like a Thanos-level villain.
Yeah.
Like, imagine if they did that with Galactus.
Yeah, I was
That's
just gonna
what he is.
say that.
Yeah, if they did that with Galactus, I
Yeah.
would be like, fuck this. And that's exactly what I was thinking. I was like,
Yeah.
way to
And when
waste
they
one of
did,
the
when they
coolest
did the
comic
Galactics
villains.
was bullshit.
Well, yeah, well, no, imagine. They did worse than this with actual Galactus.
Yeah.
They turned into a poop cloud. Like a complete Earth-swallowing poop cloud. But anyways, then they do that with Sinestro, too, and they're really bad. But anyways, the fact that we're comparing the big bad in a Marvel movie to those terrible, not even in the same realm of goods, Superman or superhero movies is a bad thing. Like,
Yeah.
there shouldn't be even a bit of that where they take a villain that is one of the, like, pinnacle, like, top tier of danger and powerfulness of the Marvel Universe, and he's pretty much a gimmick. They pretty much turn him into a funny scene.
I
Almost.
liked
It was a good
Yeah.
scene, but it's a waste of a character.
Yeah.
But that's me, though.
But I think it was less about the seriousness of the situation and more about the cleverness of Doctor Strange.
Well, yes, and that did, yeah, and that's part of the positives. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a big spoiler, so that's why we're not
and
bringing
the
it up.
overall, like, I don't know,
Yeah.
quote of the movie.
But I feel like they could have done more with
I
him,
agree.
or have done a different guy. Make him that guy's general. I don't care.
The gravity of the situation was not realized.
Yeah. Thank you. That's exactly what I was trying to say.
Also, they're in Nepal, and there's
Thank
like
you.
no Nepalese people.
The closest thing to a Nepalese person is the Chinese Benedict Wong, who was decent, not good enough to be
And
the huge thing of our
master guy who's got a thing about him.
Mordo.
No, the other master. I don't want to spoil it.
Okay. Yeah.
There's a guy who's Chinese
Yeah.
or Japanese, one of the two.
Oh, yeah, that was a kind of really pretty scene,
Yeah.
too. I kind of like that. Could have came off cheesy, but it totally
It
didn't.
didn't
You might know
at
what
all.
you might know what I'm talking about if you've seen it. But, yeah, two Asians in Nepal,
Yeah.
and that's
But
the
they're
closest
in
thing we get.
Kathmandu, Nepal, and no Nepalese sorcerers.
Yep, not at all.
One black one that we saw, a couple of Asian.
Well, Chiwetel Ejiofor, I probably should have brought him up in the positives. He wasn't bad. He's as good as Chiwetel Ejiofor has been. He's not as good as he was in Serenity,
Or
one of
12
my
Years a
or
Slave.
12 Years a Slave, but he definitely isn't a negative.
Right.
And I'm excited to see what they're going to do with that character.
Yeah.
I am. Yeah.
Oh, and that's another thing that the development of that character changes the whole like run of the mill superhero thing.
Yep.
A bit.
Um,
Not completely.
I'm not
It's a-
convinced.
It's a plus.
I'm not convinced 100% with what they do with Baron Mordo because I understand he's a villain in the comics and he's a good guy here. And if you read the comics, you know something's going to happen. The justification, I was like, it's original, but I was like,
Yeah.
you're taking that to the nth degree. That's kind of like me and you've
This-
been friends
right.
forever and you don't like you did one thing I don't like, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to destroy your
Right.
world.
I'm gonna kill you and everybody that looks
And
like
then
you.
after you died, and then I go after your family.
Right.
Like, that's what that's about. Like,
Right.
and I get that, and he can be a really imposing
I meant
force.
more in spirit. I completely agree with what you're saying.
Yeah. So
It
they
wasn't
could have
just
came
about
up
it.
with more, but he was well in it. But they could have probably justified it a little bit better.
That's all I got for negatives.
Yeah. Great movie. Go see it. It's not Winter Soldier
No.
at all. It's not Guardians of the Galaxy. Come on, who are we kidding here? But I'd put it up there with the other really good one shots that follow the formula, but they are their own world. This is the most original that we've seen in a long time, just like how the Shrinking Effect was. And one more thing I had to say. Scott Derrickson, his horror background came in for some of the visuals, like the hands and shit. That was really awesome. Good job, Scott Derrickson. All right, let's do this.
Okay, I wanted to give this movie a low rating just because I really hate run-of-the-mill plots.
Yep.
I hate them. I don't know
Especially
why
when it's
we
the
continue
same
to
studio
waste
who've done them
money
100 times.
on run-of-the-mill plots. Don't waste money on bullshit plots like that.
When
This
the
movie
same
was
studio did it 1,000
saved,
times.
however,
Bye.
by the battle system and the visual effects. So
Yes.
I gave it
7 out of 10 sentient capes.
Yes! Yes!
It says, sup, bro?
You remember what you gave Ant-Man?
7 out of 10?
7 out of 10. Do you remember what I gave Ant-Man?
8 out of 10.
Nope. 7.5 out of 10 destroyed hands. Because I couldn't think of anything else clever, so I went with destroyed hands. So yeah, so
I'm a shave. I'm a do
for
surgery.
100% different
I'm
reasons,
a carve a turkey.
this is we enjoyed this as much as we enjoyed
I'm
watching
fix
Ant-Man.
my watch.
You get to keep doing broken hand jokes? are you
I'm
done?
gonna change the channel.
All right.
I'm gonna type a letter
Okay.
to Rachel McAdams.
I'm gonna click the stop button.
I'm typing a
Bye!
letter to Rachel McAdams.